Alright, yeah, it's time to do the Windblume Festival quest, event questing. And welcome to the Windblume Festival video thing. It's known as Windblume Festival 2023, Windblume's Bread. And this, yeah, okay. I know last year we don't have a Windblume Festival. It's immediately replaced by the Irodori Festival, which not coming this year, but that is also the time the one and only Archon Venti's there. And now he's coming home back in Windblume's Bread to Mondstadt. Sorry, gonna bit off. That's why I'm gonna get something like this. Melflower. Claymore, elemental mastery, base attack, blah blah blah. A graceful, elegant, great swords decorated with flowers and ribbons. I wonder what does this belong to. And some stuff including, yeah, ornaments you can find in the event, and some craft and some character development and weapon development tools. And yeah, you're looking for this too. Yeah, I really want to crown my Ayaka because Ayaka is coming as the rerun character in this version. And yeah, I forgot to buy her. Her fountain outfit. And plus, I'm currently saving up because I will expect to either get or not get Dia. I already got Sino, which I think will be in this event. Yeah, so much for a version that was rushed. I say it was rushed because in the recent video, I encountered some errors on the Interlude Archon quest. Yeah, which contains some spoilers, which I can't show you that. Go watch that video first before you watch this one if you want to see the issues. Something. Now we're gonna go back to Mondstadt and head up to the city of Mondstadt, and that is to the front of the Adventurers Guild front gate thing. I mean reception, or should I say meet Catherine. Ooh, Catherine. By the way, she has the same voice as Ayaka on the English version. Yes, of course. There's no wonder why. There is no wonder why, okay? The English VA Ayaka voiced most of the female NPCs on Mondstadt. Surprising? I say it was a surprise. Right before the character debut as Ayaka, which I already see one. I'm gonna skip that banner as well because I think C1 is enough. Or maybe if I could pull a C2 because that will deploy two more of her Sakura Swirl Vortex thing, which is her ultimate. That is like widen the entire ultimate thing. Oh, I'm gonna use this character. Isn't good. This is the monster characters. There. Okay, done. I heard that Ayaka will be in the next boss character in Genshin Impact. Or maybe it was just a joke or something. But Ayaka is a boss battle character. Should be Albedo.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this. I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near. With the arrival of the Windblume Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves.
Should have delayed. Yeah, I missed that one. Should have delayed few weeks. Then we call it spring, and we are here.
Gross.
Oh, that's terrible voice acting. Really, Corina? It's supposed to say, ew, gross!
Feeling you get when when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler, Paimon! Thank goodness I found you.
Woo! Sucrose? What is wrong with you? That's no way to greet a friend we haven't
I clicked the wrong button.
No, not help like in the Windblume sense.
Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else.
Phew. Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windblume Festival's special ambassador by the Knights. My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude.
Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint anyway?
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
It's like a plain bottle thing. Yeah, this is a test blast tube thing.
Is that a test tube?
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy.
Sounds fascinating.
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation.
Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Well, unless you have a very tiny stomach.
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
What is it?
Is that all you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy.
Like speak Madame Bread.
Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help. So, does it need to be more like official or ceremonial?
No, joy isn't measured in those terms. Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows? In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Long story short, you want us to help you find people. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windblume Festival and...
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas.
Leave this
If
to
even you don't know how to
Lumine.
approach this.
Leave this to Lumine.
Really? You have a plan?
Explicit.
Well, if she's in, then Paimon will help too. But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame? Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
And
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Collei, right? When did she arrive at Mondstadt?
I know this one coming. A recollection, of course. The way Collei returned to
Hi.
yeah. I know this has to be contain some spoilers from the Genshin Impact comic book series, digital comic series. Collei was in Mondstadt right before the travel arrives. Yeah, that is the time she still suffered from Elazar. Now, She's here without the Elazar. It's gone. Woo! Let's go. All thanks to help from Nahida.
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances?
You were staring into space just now.
No, don't worry. I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenirs. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it, if you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
And what
Ring a
does
bell?
these things?
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends. So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
Speaking of friend.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned? Oh, it was called The Boar Princess. That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all. Do you know her?
Let Paimon do the honors. Collei, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Aphonius. And Sucrose, meet Collei. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest. Hello. This is getting awkward fast.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything. The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel. That's a great take. I love it.
Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
Don't get me started on Timmy on that bridge.
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose? If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against. Wow! Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more.
Camera zoom is very close to Collei. Just some kind of what the what is this?
Will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well, then what would you wish for, I'd wish for a better personality.
Huh? You can't waste it on that.
That's very kind of you.
Collei!
I know that voice!
Here it goes. 2 best days.
You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're
Few
getting
years
yummier
ago.
each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before?
Well, of course, few years ago.
A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Elazar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured.
thing. If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Collei for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead.
Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Collei for now? I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. See you later then.
You all right there, Collei? You look kinda disappointed.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, that explains why.
Amber wants to introduce
not-
me to more
she's
of her
not-
friends. Am I gonna be able to cope?
She's not even the monster for very long.
I'm already struggling to make conversation. I wish I had a little more self-confidence. It's nearly time. Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
They? Who? They? Just switch time will be better. Don't tell me don't do again. Look at this. Oh no, it's the general and the... It's the sus...
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
It's the sus forest
I mean, it's
ranger!
understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Oh my god.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
No, I don't think so. Imagine both characters voiced by the same voice actor. Oh, that would be cool! But why? Why Koi?
Tighnari, Sino, over
Oh
here!
my god! Elliot, what have you
Hi, glad to see
done? You broke Miss Man's heart, and
And who's this young lady?
another
That's
green
right,
hair
this is
character.
Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonia. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tighnari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru.
Collei's exaggerating. I'm Tighnari. Pleased to meet you.
Say no.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tighnari, sir.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous
I
in
promise
Sumeru as well.
you, I'm gonna
Greetings.
do.
Though if I might say
Redux
so,
will
we're
true.
purely here for personal reasons.
Just for the sake of
You
it.
needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Collei, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity.
Keep me company?
Vacation.
But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Collei is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
Oh man.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
You're getting hunted by trash hoarders, the Fatui, the Aramites, or even those. The last thing this show dealt with was those Kairagi people in Inazuma's. She just roasted everybody on Inazuma. It was from one of her voice lines. That's the last thing she could do. Is just roast everyone on Inazuma.
Something bad happens, well,
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially rely.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
A bit here if you want to know that. I hope they're gonna replace the Timaeus movie. Yeah, they did. I hope in reality you're gonna get arrested or shot. Yeah, just like one of those fan arts that I saw. In the middle, that's Tainari sleeping, and there's on the left, on the right, there's Kazuha, and on the other, there's Collei. And my reply would be like this on that artwork, which is a pretty wholesome artwork. This is like it's so cute, but after that, but if he moves an inch, if he wakes up and moves an inch, shoot him in the head.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet.
And there it is.
It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me
That
in
is
the
the
minds of our
most
guests.
satisfying voice I ever heard.
Mr. Albedo. But it is an object.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
Show him in the Collei.
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the
Pull it-
antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Put the arrow of that VA's brain already.
Paimon doesn't want to be...
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily. I wrote a whole report on my findings.
We're supposed
Fried
to be here
radish
on vacation,
balls.
and you're already thinking about how to improve
Fried
your
radish
herbal
balls.
medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to
What's
take on
even
new
worse?
identities for this
Golden shrimp balls.
Identity.
trip.
Yeah,
Mine
but
was
golden
adventurous
shrimp
Taino,
balls,
skilled desert
everyone.
explorer. Tainari's was technological
Trying to
consultant
take a
to
guess
the
if
treasure hoarders,
that's a joke. We
and
just turn
Collei
it
was
into
traveling musician.
okay, a situation in Among Us. Yeah. Okay, I heard one of the VAs. It's they forfeit do they forfeit last month's Among Us streams. I really miss those. I really entertain watching those. Really wholesome. But they decided to forfeit that plan because of the recent controversy.
Very much so.
Just really sad.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to what Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture. They may...
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted...
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research...
Okay, but as much as I don't wish to be aware, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
Tainari's
we can complete
Japanese
development
VA was
before you need to return.
a girl. Yeah. She had nothing to do with it.
Then
I'm glad
please,
that had nothing to do, but
allow me to
oh no,
Mr.
Yuma Uchiha, why? I hope you have
Apologies
no.
for
I
my
hope you
tardy
have no.
entrance in the present discussion.
Yuma
I
Uchiha
understand you're looking to make
was
an
Kabe's
antidote
Japanese
for
VA,
poisonous
and he
If
was
you happen to
suspected
have some
for
samples with you,
cheating,
but before that, I invite the three of you to
and
look
also
at
his
this.
Chinese VA. I hope they have nothing to do with it or something like that. Because okay, again, if they are like, I know it's not as close as what happened recently. But they're gonna still hire them because they think they pay so much money to those VA instead of the English VAs of Genshin
What
Impacts.
lodging arrangements? Were
That
you
is
quietly
just
writing this up the whole time?
Solely
Paimon didn't even notice.
painful.
Hardly.
Hardly, yeah.
Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician.
You know, the replacement is either that Marco Meatballs guy, music YouTuber guy, or Alejandro Coy. If it was Alejandro, the entire thing will be a very anti-Azar the traitor arc, and the other is Shadows Amidst Snowstorm 2.0. Oh my god. This guy, Elliot, just turned Genshin Impact into Among Us again. You can't do that. This is Genshin Impact, not fucking Among Us. It's different games, I know. But I do want to watch them play Among Us, but I don't want to play Among Us on this platform.
Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange a detailed itinerary
the worst
while you're in
file
Mondstadt.
plan I
Take a
ever
look.
seen for
And should you find
VA.
anything
This is too kind of you.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like
Um,
tagging along
um,
for the food and board. Wait, doesn't Paimon's opinion matter?
What's funny is that
Technically,
Abios VA's greatest
Very
quote
comprehensive.
on Among Us game
adventure,
against
technological-
Just one
Toma was the most
like the chance to cook
H-well
as well.
line I
Why don't
ever
we choose
heard in
the
my
group dinner to a
life.
camping?
I'll help pitch the tent.
I can help too.
I can demonstrate it to you guys. I can demonstrate it. There's some
Good
stuff.
Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Oh,
Great.
no.
Then it's decided. Sucrose and I will.
Okay. They're gonna set up camp. The good hunter made the other Sarah. You know, of course, as I called Akucho Sarah the nameless Tengu because her family was actually adopted, and it's not even Sarah. I mean, there's another Sarah. Sarah in Mondstadt Good Hunter, a maid, and the other is a Tengu warrior.
Hey, Sarah.
Defeated an
Do you have a
Oni.
cold cut platter to go?
Sure. Come in. Would you like anything?
Do we, want anything
Look at
else?
her eyes. They look like primo gems. Oh, must be one, my sweet madam.
Yay! So you do remember after all! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume.
Oh man. The officials say that is utterly worthless. Yeah, she's not a fan of sweet madame, which is basically a barbecue chicken.
No need to worry about that. Paimon can make room for good food.
All right.
Okay.
Whoa. If that was a Windblume treat, then
The Windblume treat. Oh, those flying dandelions. Oh my god, it's been 2 years since I seen the Windblume Festival like this. Now I have to experience a different kind of story mode. With the, you know... with Sumeru characters. And I heard in the trailer that there's Timaeus and that's Ying'er. Oh yeah, those two. They met each other in the UA first time when they met, and I heard that, yeah, of course, I heard that Ying'er, that out of context perfume girl, is coming to Mondstadt. That is. I have no words. I have no words. So this is the Windblume stall. Oh, poor guy. Ulfer. WG ridicule me too. You building a boat? There's no boat. There's still that one to take for out of the lake. That's why. He's actually building a boat. You look down because boat didn't float.
All right. Looks like we're all
Maybe
here.
maybe the timbers on Mondstadt are not waterproof. Are
Not
we?
at all. We just came early to set everything up. Collei put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart.
It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this
It's-
is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
You deserve that headache. You're supposed to be. Collei, you're supposed to be. You're supposed to say traitor, like Azar, Azar the traitor, Azar, Azar the traitor.
That sunshine sprat was really very...
That's correct. Any further deduction?
Let me think. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species
So
are
I have to do
concerned,
that.
small lamp...
That's right.
Yes,
I've long heard that
gee.
Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle
I prefer
texture,
Albedo's voice
which
more than-
brings out the tenderness of the fish.
Yes.
Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but
I liked it a lot. I'm curious...
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient dense?
I'll have some.
What about you, Collei?
No.
Oh, Sino's voice
just don't know,
actor
I
decided to get unscripted role on Windblume Festival. Good for him. Good for him. Because yeah, his friends just use his.
sorry.
Tainari. While we were on the...
Which day was this?
just after passing through Stonegate.
No. Such a using is there's even more disgust. Just like betraying your friend. Yeah, of course. Tainari the traitor at his finest. Among Us.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon
Just
always
hair.
lies. There's no way she'd ever
Unless he uses ultimate.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts.
Oh my god. Oh, really? Sino? You blush, you
No.
make her blush.
Not funny. Ground, you know, as in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
He's not gonna interject, he's not gonna stop him explaining.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. On the bright side, these jokes show that he thinks...
Still, we could test the hypothesis
What hypothesis?
that plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying like.
Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy? Hey! Not you
Sorry,
too.
I misclicked Paimon, I didn't read that, I'm sorry. It's just like I'm wanting Paimon to be out from the spaceship and like an Among Us stream. Oh my god, even God started to laugh again. Oh no, please Paimon, don't pull that Paimon in your raft thing again, please.
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's joke.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for...
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because
still
I'm
general.
Sino the Adventurer.
Oh. So you changed your title from General to Adventure. And you... That's not fun. Are you even affiliated with the Adventurers Guild?
It's not?
I didn't mean
In
it.
fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the...
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains, and
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscient. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this?
oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year.
Yeah.
I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone
The
a
first
Windblume
one
as a
did.
token of my heartfelt
I think-
gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
I think it went. Yeah. As it goes, it will be like an F tier event.
Plus, it was a good chance for
Collei Lily.
What?
Collei's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Collei Lily. It sounds
Oh
very
my!
Mondstadt.
What else? Broccoli. That's the nickname of Among Us of Collei's. Why is he putting broccoli? It's broccoli. This is his nickname for
There's also
Collei.
cauliflower,
God.
which would technically make more sense. But somehow it doesn't sound as nice.
No, please stop! Sino, stop! I'm really cringe. I'm dying of laughter, but I'm also cringe at the same time. Please stop! Like,
moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Collei on.
How about you, Sino?
fly off. Escape from.
I came to ensure Collei's
That's just an excuse.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
Yeah,
And that
did.
is why I am proud to call you my friend.
And I did play against that. One of the Eremites from previous couple of recent more quests. Then later in few half a minutes, he immediately attacked me. You know how funny it is? It's just playing it. Oh yeah, you played the Invocation TCG, but you just suddenly attacked by the same person challenge you playing Ingenious Invocation TCG game.
When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance.
He's talking about you, Albedo. 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 Wait. Something's wrong. There's something wrong about this, okay? The signer knows Saint-Joe. That couldn't be right. That's not right. I didn't hear about Yai Publishing Publishing House. Calx is Albedo's pen name. You should check out on the Irodori Festival if you missed it.
A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on
yeah.
occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori Festival. He told me that Calx was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
House? Isn't that...
Yes, Albedo.
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
Yes, the Chalk Prince, Calx, Cock in chalk. No, chalk or even
I
mining
see.
stones.
So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Collei.
You most certainly did not. Collei's been here on the quiet numerous times.
Not only me, same applies to you too.
If my writer friend were here
Roasted.
now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Yeah,
Having
you
my
found
new
him.
friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now. All of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting. And Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one
I
of a
really
kind.
miss the Irodori Festival. I
can
hope they're
see it
gonna
in your
rerun it.
eyes.
I really miss Irodori Festival. I hope they're gonna rerun it next year.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me,
Wow, you're teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their...
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece. Even if I do...
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well,
It's
for
not a hobby
starters,
though.
I'd like to hear a few more of
It's
your
a
jokes.
hobby. TCG is a hobby. It's a playing card game.
My jokes?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
No, I didn't smell a fart.
My nutritional meal!
Oh, it's burned. it's burned into chocolate crisp, just like Tainari's English VA went to crisp. Roasted.
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Yep. See the result.
So, a good joke is not necessarily required to make people laugh.
I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose.
Well, I'll...
The cooking pot.
Yeah, she pulled out of the cooking pot.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Collei seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try some...
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, as much as I'd like to make progress in my research...
Alright.
You will?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city.
You want to
We're back.
take Collei's bread? What is this? This is disgusting or something.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop. Please. I don't need to hear it a 5th time.
That bad, huh?
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point?
Tomorrow morning. And you?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few...
Perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration.
Found you!
And look who is there.
I knew I was onto something
Your
as soon as I
least
saw the
favorite
fire.
character in the game.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
Just joking.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually,
No.
you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since 2 of our very own alchemists are... Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Collei, yes?
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Collei.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Collei.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Collei, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Collei. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always. Yes, we've met. She's Collei's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
Yeah, that's the same time when Sino tried to dispel the Elzog curse at Collei's back.
That's
You can
Amber
find that
for
in
you.
the digital
Her
comics.
personality
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow.
All right, I'll start packing up.
Go pack it all by yourself.
You're gonna get the tone deaf bard to check out that note, aren't
Yeah, Venti. Animal Archon.
Guess, knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions.
Yeah. He's finally back, everyone. My favorite animal heart. Sorry. Yeah, that's the same guy. Previous animal archon. So it's like, yeah. It's so-called a splendid image. I think that's not, yeah, that's not... That's not, yeah, it looks like fake, but that is the real deal.
Oh, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm. It's been a month since...
Paimon called it. Tone deaf. Put your drink down and get your game face on. So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least...
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you.
Whatever. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink?
No. Suit yourself. You're a brave drinker.
You know, a favor for a favor.
Brave warrior and a brave drinker. Yes, let's talk to Sucrose. That's one of those spinning record spring crystal thing. Just collect it if you want to.
A flower that is not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news.
Let's have the bad news first, I
Okay,
guess.
safe
Huh?
one.
Really? Don't. Oh, all right then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and...
That doesn't sound like bad news.
Paimon ate the bad news.
Ugh, not funny.
Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's fine. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, but then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not?
Whoa, whoa, slow down. Paimon's head is already...
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless.
Could it be the Windblume?
Oh, now that you mention it, the Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves, in which case, the Windblume doesn't exist in reality. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time!
I'll need some time to prepare.
Sure thing. In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Collei about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, but you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. All right.
That's the first part. Okay, it says 3 parts. And that's 3 to go. Windblume encounters. That's where we're going. The Windblume Festival 2023. Time to finish them all. Act 2 and Act 3. Okay. We'll probably better wait till morning. English be ace these days. Two days, yeah. Okay. I better do this. 7:20. I know separation is a good thing.
Let's go meet up with Sucrose.
There she is. No, it is like separation is a good thing. I hope that they'll have a good recovery since that. Yeah, right after Windblume.
Sucrose, we're here!
Or maybe a second anniversary of that and it will happen. You could have you could tell Abel to rage every single time. Every single all the time. He just rage point, be the imposter, rage point.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon.
Oh yeah, it's so funny.
Collei just passed by. Apparently, Tighnari and Cyno both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us. Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the flower we're looking for.
Huh?
Flower in
You
the
really
last
think
couple
so?
winters.
Oh, but what about Tighnari? He's a forest watcher.
All right. I'll add him to the list as on to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
Oh,
That's kind of abstract.
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too.
Oh, you mean Mona?
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident.
Would Bennett count? Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see.
Add him to the list. My name...
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for...
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction.
Yes, she certainly...
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's even instructed others in the discipline of service.
Cool! Another one for him?
Wait. Collei should have been here by now.
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing?
talk to Collei. Collei. Why I'm saying Collei? Really? Collei. Yeah, they don't seem to interact each other very well. You know, yeah, I think the Fatui and Ying'er are far more friendlier than the Fatui and Mondstadt because in every lantern you see two Fatui agents from Northland Bank. That is That is one of the most awesome thing ever seen in a lantern ride.
Hi, Collei. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no.
Don't worry. The
not
traveler
too
and
late
I
yet.
only just met up.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now.
For the result of discussion.
So let's pick up where we...
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Luke.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
Oh yeah.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but... You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he... I can't help but agree with you. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either.
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard. For example, when Lisa loses track... Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave.
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Collei, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not... She stopped by the alchemy bench once, I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with.
I can definitely see that.
She's a tough cookie, huh? In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too. True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor, but he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person.
Alrighty, write her name down.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Oh, Timaeus?
Huh? You mean...
Yes, him. Truth be told, he swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Ah, that's gonna be
Timaeus has a
Ying'er.
crush?
Yes, that's...
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
Liyue perfume
I've
person.
never met her.
Oh,
All I know
yes.
is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality. Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume Festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her?
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
okay.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends.
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Collei. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh,
Do I count?
of course you do. I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Oh, that gotta be something.
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list?
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more
Okie doke.
Also, I thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Oh?
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together.
Capable Collei and sensible Sucrose.
Okay, I promise I'll help.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too.
So basically we're splitting up. So what's gonna be? Are we teleport to are we teleporting to this into the Favonius headquarters?
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library.
Stronghold.
Maybe...
How about layer?
It's a library. Simple fact that Lisa is strict to unleash her OCD mind. Okay, we're playing as Sucrose and Collei. Green hair goes against Genshin impact. Oh, wait. One missing. Wish they met. Yeah, but it looks similar. This is Collei, green hair, purple eyes. Shinobu, green hair, purple eyes. It's Sucrose, bit different shade of yellow. No, shade of blue, green, and amber eyes.
Here we
Assemble,
are.
green hair, so
Lisa's
good.
Oh no, that was a bad word choice. No.
Lisa, might I ask if...
It's a library. She went somewhere.
Sucrose. Collei.
I can only Sucrose that they were Collei-ing
no.
on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Oh no.
Please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Yeah, you really want one joke on you? A place called Tainari.
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it?
Scary.
She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away.
Okay.
We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
Sucrose
The
mailbox.
Sucrose mailbox?
I was thinking about it on the way.
Sucrose mailbox.
And although they seem like trick questions,
Here's a
there's
joke.
a lot to mull
Sucrose
over
got
once you get down to
mailed.
the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Collei mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Collei, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Oh my god. was.
Sounds like a good solution.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our...
Please go
I'm
time
pleasantly
diary.
surprised
Oh
to see
my
those
God.
two introverts get.
Do you get the feeling that Collei's
My
return to
God.
Mondstadt has emboldened...
Yes,
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the... And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Collei, she'd never known that things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Yeah, but it
Collei
wasn't
is a very
Collei.
sensitive from the time she's.
So,
It
I
wasn't
assume
Collei.
that your respective claims
Yeah.
of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt
Main
were
victim.
just pretexts?
Remember with
I wouldn't
Junior
say
Zod?
that. Both Collei and
She once
Genius
has
Invocation
Elazar. She was
TCG are
cured.
very important.
Would it really kill you to?
Fine. Yes. We came out of concern for Collei. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help.
Sounds like an extension of your own.
You could say
I suppose it. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard, but the relation.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic consideration.
As
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her.
Yeah.
What you describe fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling.
Come on.
You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Yeah, oh, come on, oh, come on, Tyler. Your voice would think, oh, does age matter? He was dumbfounded AF. Look at you. You just look like one of those forest rangers with drunk off, with high on mushrooms or something. No, you're not. Not that guy. I mean, seriously. Two beings have to be separated. Like, come on, man. Why do you say that? Don't go to Mondstadt next time. Don't go to Mondstadt. Okay, so reading my Sucrose. This is a few minutes ago.
Guess we'll leave Collei and Sucrose to it. Let's try our luck. A lot of people.
This is a few minutes ago, so I have to rush this one a bit. New team pro. F. It's a big L. Mispress every single time. Oh, look who's here. It's Mika Schmidt. Mika Schmidt.
There's a lot of
The
people
recruit
here.
of Favonius.
Even Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon.
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties.
Teacher is...
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to... Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika. I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages.
Windblume.
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet.
A prophecy?
A good one or a bad one?
A good one.
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names.
Believe. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Ben.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them.
A meticulous and efficient plan.
I will think also.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right?
Okay, let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Anytime. Almost across Collei. I've stumbled. Sucrose. Make it 3. Sucrose, Collei, and make it 3. Sucrose, Collei, and Shinobu.
Let me check my notes.
Sucrole Nobu.
Got it. Collei, please.
Sucrole Nobu. So cringe. Oh my goodness, it cringe. It's cringy, I cannot believe it. Sucrole Nobu.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too. Oh, it's Sucrose! And Collei also spies the girl with the long scarf.
Spying other people like
Collei, we were just talking about you. Right, I don't think you've
Like
been
a
introduced to
digital
Noelle
age.
before. Collei, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Look at her face.
Nice to meet you, Collei. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Collei.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Collei, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
No.
No.
He's on patrol with the other.
Huh.
Good.
Now that you mention it,
Good. Blasting
it
fish,
looks
blasting
like
fish,
everyone here's a
blasting
Knight
fish.
of Favonius except for Collei and me.
I'd heard that
That
there
is
was a very young
so
knight in the race.
unfavonious.
but it's
Should I
still a
say
surprise to see with
so
my own eyes.
un-Hexenzirkel thing?
Collei, what do you? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight. Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Collei. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup, a few folks from Sumeru have come to visit.
Amber!
Sorry, at least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? I'm saved. Sucrose has given me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of some.
I'll drop something in there.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yup, don't worry, you can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What
Yes,
route
take
are
your
you taking
time.
today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this
Oh,
yeah, so, see you later. Have a safe trip back.
Yeah, but it's pretty sad. We're never gonna get a Eula rerun. It's pretty sad.
Are you okay, Collei?
Good thing I already put her first
Was
place.
it that obvious? No, not at all. So that means it was obvious. Whatever's bothering you. Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the other. Really? We are. Amber's a really important friend to... I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me.
That
And if it
was
wasn't
that was
for her
just a
persistence,
pass.
I wouldn't have found a friend at all.
It's like her Alizar curse. It's just like trolling her the time when she was in Mondstadt.
Without Amber,
It's true.
I
You
might
just
not
look at
even be
look
here
at the
today.
digital
And
comics.
because of that, I
It
really
make
look up to her.
terrifying her.
I think of her as my role model, and hope that after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I hope... Aw, Collei. Sucrose? Would it be okay if I... told you a bit about my past?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Simple recap what happened back then.
I already knew bits and pieces about her. But still, why did she have to go through all that?
Submitting
I'm sorry.
her
We've
for
only
2
just met and I'm already dumping
biggest
all of this
mistake
on you.
parents can do.
This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to... No, it's fine. I'm really glad that people don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. And, I mean... you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Really? Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself. Oh.
Similar looking.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft. Hey, Collei. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes? I don't think so.
I'm imagining things.
Sorry. Then, maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds. Thank you, Sucrose. Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks, sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower, and my Tetratanic Windblume. You're two of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go? No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Collei needs right now. There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different...
I think we'll be too far off from them.
Snatch Cliff!
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let
Oh
go.
no.
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a...
That must be Timaeus. How did he end up in that cliff?
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
You two are looking pretty good. Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here and...
Yes, I did, because there's some...
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstatters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds.
So that's why the scry glass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place.
Huh?
Huh, I see.
I can't believe there's a prophecy. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love.
Yeah.
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girl.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter.
You can be on your way now.
All right, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing.
Okay, so we're going back to the city again. Oh man. Clip's too high for anyone to get to jump down or fell off.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us. Welcome back. Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox to... We got really lucky today.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose.
Stop.
Wait. Actually, there's taken care of. Paimon's starving.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Who's that?
Sounds like a plan.
Go to Good Hunter.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one. Hey, Paimon's really hungry.
It's pretty weird. Paimon has very small stomach. Really small stomach if she's a big eater. Imagine if there's a character with big stomach, but that character was not a big enough eater.
Ooh, Paimon is...
This game just made me so hungry because of the menu.
Is everything packed up and ready?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some.
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Oh, I can put something on your tab. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me.
Look,
Behold!
what is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map, and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. If I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to... A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
This is a dumb person. You know what he's doing? Picking up cats from poor Anna. Look. Pay attention. Oop.
Oh, you're starting to...
I sure am. Anyway.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run it.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Huh?
You may call me Scarlet.
Oh, by the looks of it, the hat and the winter clothes, you're from Snezhnaya. Hello, welcome to Mondstadt. Hey, this is the Fatui. Yeah, those two.
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink? Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travel.
You can tell? Well, we are...
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you, and I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting...
Yep, Bazaar is...
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, not so much the problem. I was born in a distant land. I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she...
What do you think about Mondstadt?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think...
So... About the prophecy. Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real... I'll leave it to you then.
So,
Hope you
to
continue to
be
enjoy
nice
the city
to
and have a wonderful day.
Happy Windblume Festival. So Fatui decided to go be nice.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Of course it's Snezhnaya by her winter clothes. So the winter clothes are really common in
Please
Snezhnaya.
find me a flower that is not of this world. And a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
That's the second part complete. Now for the third. Quick. Night until the next morning. At 8.
It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Collei at the crafting bench!
Let me check that one again. Oh, you see, you think I'm a freaking whale? No, actually this is not quality or not. Maybe later someday. Currently saving. Maybe if my second account get the I will not pull for the this time, just to try. Collei, Sucrose.
Hey, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, great timing.
Nice work!
Well,
Sucrose Nobu. Try this one, yeah? And its signature right here. Nope. Is Anthony. Newport. I'm gonna rush this. Yeah, because full name is Mika Schmidt. I see that from one of the voice info files characters. Stop reading.
let me quickly summarize what we Tighnari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tighnari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Cyno. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Cyno are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to...
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Collei said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Nisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending.
So, what are the...
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can...
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answer...
Wait for me!
Timaeus!
I'm sorry, I really am. The time...
Huh? This is kinda sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you...
Of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying'er? Well,
Ying'er,
basically,
yes.
she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and...
Wait! So Ying'er is the girl from Lila that Sucrose... We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench.
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying'er's heart.
So, at Star Snatch Clip,
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I know full well that Miss Ying'er is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying'er to Mondstadt, but yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Collei?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty.
Don't be
I've been
bad
spending
about that.
all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying'er's love?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying'er? Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblumes, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie. Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three. Okay,
Whoa.
Paimon will do the honors. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus. Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? All right. We also have Klee. That's me!
Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Something.
Of course. We will...
Actually, I'm...
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there is so...
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or...?
According to the prophecy, once we've figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Oh, we know something about that.
What? Wow, that's amazing.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is it! We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost...
Okay, so let's head to that special location nearby Falcon Coast. I wonder what could that be? Something to do with Alice? Again. Almost got me bored. I'm bored. Slime.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Aww.
I think about it. The prophecy didn't say anything about what... Traveler, are you trying to figure...
It's just like a passcode or something.
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. but there's nothing above us. Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to
You
show
walk
you the
aimlessly.
way.
Look at them.
Huh. Paimon read the whole... Look!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
That's tiny floating island.
We'll have to fly up there?
Here.
It's like introducing flying Ayaka.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Oh. I see a table and 7 chairs? What is this? Hey, I remember that phonograph.
How did this little island get up?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There seems to be something on the back of this chair.
Uh-oh.
Take your seat. Present your answer. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough. So we just need to do as it...
Wait a second.
Huh?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats.
It's not as you think.
All our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't...
Huh?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt.
That sounds kind of smart.
I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. Mona, is there something wrong?
Oh, are you hungry? Thank you for offering Cle. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then... What do you mean, Mona? Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
The way she wave her hat like that.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
It's pretty cute.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right. Okay. Then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
You can do it, Sucrose.
Then I would fetch a tetragonic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My...
Collei, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is... that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tighnari, Cyno, and everyone else helped me.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glow—
Huh? But...
Collei, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, all right.
Huh? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it?
No right answer?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, Traveler.
Scarlet.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met—
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
It's like last time.
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh?
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Oh.
But why?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify them.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're Beast student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern now. The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern.
Mom? Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, Dallas, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind hymns. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place.
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to...
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long
I
and
can't wait to
ancient
hear this.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
It looks like Albedo.
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
Must be Mona's master.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been hearing Hexenzirkel for a little while ago. Cause, yeah, Mona was my first ever 5-star character in the game.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then
And
what
I
about the
really
part
want more of
saying that
this.
if we light the lantern of
About that.
Which I'm going to express
I
later
never
in
expected
the
anyone
later
other
videos.
than Jade. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding. I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower
Yeah.
that is not of this world. A guide who will never get lost.
Yes.
One who would never lie. And a legend that never ends.
Mm-hmm.
These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together.
Known as the Good Witches
A
of
flower
Mondstadt.
that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold.
Oh, Albedo's predecessor.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study.
I never. Oh, Nicole? Was that a person that whispered to us on that interlude quest? No, not the previous one. The previous 3 interlude. No, the interlude quest with the Wanderer. I'm pretty sure that was Nicole.
Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess,
Yes.
she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Yes.
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous
So they-
situation, she may use her voice to guide
So
the
this
way
might be a
forward for
chance. The Skarmory still know Mona. I really hope this still. I really hope that recover memories about him and Mona.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor.
Wow, that's a good fortune for Timaeus.
As for A Legend That Never Ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
M? Don't you mean Mona? No, that's not right. Mona was a junior. These are seniors. Pretty sure that's not Mona who wrote that War Princess thing.
More and more lost.
Book.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexenzirkel. I used to think that the Hexenzirkel was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also—
Do you think
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexenzirkel after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friend.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant—
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexenzirkel is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth anyway. I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to,
Going,
so
Rosaria.
this will have to do for—
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
We'll meet you later in summer.
Oh, now that I think of it,
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date.
yes, I do remember now. It was just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Hope so. I really hope so.
Oh, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
All the way back down. We need to glide back down. We'll just use teleport waypoint.
you okay, Timaeus?
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just, well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about it, but still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real.
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival special ambassador.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Ying'er, right? Do you want Collei and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Ying'er. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Oh, huh? Miss Ying'er?
Oh, so that's Miss Ying'er? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Ying'er. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding. But now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
Wow, what a happy time.
I'm so glad to see
Happy
Timaeus
ending.
find his happiness.
I have to say, you can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilia?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to... But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you. Why don't you give it a try, Collei?
Okay, I'll try my best. We're really having a great conversation.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture.
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Collei, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy. Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of...
You're right. I almost forgot. Collei, can you exhale once into this test tube?
Okay.
I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really?
Of course.
It's oh.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen.
Master Tighnari!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
That's it.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic...
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you. Saino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this guy?
Oh, someday. Time to duel.
Wait, I've got something to give. Huh? Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume.
Oh, a
I
bookmark?
made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tighnari, and Saino. During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can...
Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else. Whoa, are these really for us?
Score.
So, are these your chosen Windbloom?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisarahs and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do...
I'm so happy to hear...
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
That question again. Okay, I think that's about it. Collei's Windblume.
Am I dreaming? Miss Ying'er, you really came all the way to Mondstadt to see me? Why were you willing to make the trip?
Why wouldn't I want to come see you? It's not like a quick trip from Liyue to Mondstadt is completely unheard of. And also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Ying'er?
Ying'er. Ying'er. I think I still need some time to get used to calling you that.
Look at you, already so flustered.
No, I'm just overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you so much for coming to see me for Windblume.
Nothing else. Okay, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think it's about probably next week because I have some other things to do for the story quest. Yeah, so that's the Windblume story, everyone. I really enjoy it. Like I was enjoying, except that pop. Especially, I mean, especially for that pop.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Forget about that. Forget about that.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
I think that's better.
A flower that is not of this world. Could that be referring to the real Windblume?
Without a doubt, my favorite food is rice cake soup. I like cooking up a big, delicious potful for everyone to share. It's a recipe for a good time. As far as food is concerned, I'm fine with anything. If we're counting beverages, though, I'm not very good with alcohol. Yeah, don't laugh. And before you say it, yes, I've wondered what this says about my identity as a Mondstadter. But, you know, too much alcohol is bad for you anyway, so not drinking is a good thing.